Greetings. It's the end of March 2021, and we're bidding farewell to the winter constellation of Orion. In Greek mythology, Orion was a mighty hunter on the island of Crete. He was a giant and a son of the sea god Poseidon. Armed with a club and sword, he was the most skilled of all mortal hunters, slaying any animal he pursued. He also never failed to honor Artemis, maiden goddess of the hunt, and in return she favored Orion. However, Apollo, twin brother of Artemis, was jealous of their relationship, and while his sister was away, Apollo sent an immense scorpion to slay Orion. Artemis then placed Orion's image in the sky as a memorial. For thousands of years, various civilizations have envisioned their heroes in this group of stars. Today, Orion is still one of the most recognized and best-loved constellations of the winter sky. With the coming of spring, Orion is disappearing from the night sky, but you can still get a glimpse early in the evening. Look to the southwest as soon as it gets dark. You'll notice a bright blue-white star which marks the left foot of Orion the Hunter. This is Rigel, a supergiant star, 21 times more massive than our Sun, with a surface temperature about twice as hot. It is emitting more than 100,000 times the light of the Sun, but Rigel is consuming itself rapidly in the process. Hidden by its brilliant glare are two dim companion stars visible only through a powerful telescope. Looking higher and diagonally to the south, you'll see a bright red star marking the shoulder of Orion. This is Betelgeuse, also pronounced Betelgeuse. This red supergiant is known to vary in brightness, but recently the star dimmed more than anticipated. Some people suggested that this meant Betelgeuse might be about to explode as a supernova. Observations, however, from the Hubble Space Telescope have since shown that material ejected from the star cooled, forming a dust cloud which temporarily obscured some of the star's light. Watching a supernova unfold only 724 light-years away would be spectacular, but Betelgeuse may not explode for another 100,000 years, give or take. Remember, a light year, that's the distance that light travels during one Earth year, which turns out to be nearly 6 trillion miles. The Sun, only 93 million miles from Earth, is just over 8 light minutes away. About halfway between the bright stars of Rigel and Betelgeuse, you should be able to distinguish 3 stars that form Orion's belt: Mintaka, Alnilam, and Alnitak. These are all binary stars, meaning each has a secondary companion star, though you can't see these secondary stars with the naked eye. Binary star systems are very common throughout our galaxy. Below Orion's belt are some stars and a fuzzy reddish patch that mark his sword. This reddish patch is known as the Orion Nebula, also called M42. The Orion Nebula is a vast cloud of hydrogen gas and dust, lit by ultraviolet light from 4 massive, newly formed stars in an area called the trapezium. With binoculars, you can enjoy more details of this beautiful stellar nursery. Orion's belt and sword can actually orient you to the compass points. The stars on his belt rise nearly due east and set nearly due west. In fact, Mintaka should be within about 1 degree of those points on your horizon. Orion's sword points south, though this is most accurate when Orion appears to stand upright in the sky rather than when he seems to be leaning to the side. Looking westward from Betelgeuse, you'll see Bellatrix, the other shoulder of the constellation. Bellatrix appears slightly dimmer and less colorful than Betelgeuse, but it is one of the hottest burning stars you can see with the naked eye, estimated to be over 38,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Diagonally opposite Bellatrix is Soph, the right foot of Orion. Though it appears to be the faintest of the 4 stars that outline Orion's body, it is a brightly burning supergiant, only a few million years old. So, can you now envision Orion as the mighty hunter with his club raised in his right hand and a lion pelt draped over his left? Perhaps you see him as carrying a bow or shield. Traditionally, the hunter is surrounded by a host of animals, including his dogs, a hare, and Taurus, the bull. With the end of winter, Orion and his companions are rapidly disappearing to the west, and the constellations of spring now dominate the night sky. Since a constellation is just a pattern we draw in the sky to orient ourselves, there is no correct way to envision Orion. You can imagine him and his companions any way you wish, but be sure to get outside and enjoy the view. Happy sky watching!